Hi everyone! For this video, we're going to evaluate limits from a given graph, from a given function. So we're going to determine the limit of a given function using the left-hand side and the right-hand side, and also the limit itself. Okay, so let's start with this. So find the limit of this function as x approaches 6 from the left. So what we're going to do is to follow the graph as it moves to the left of 6. So it's this one. Okay, so the answer is 2. Now let's find the limit of the function as x approaches 6 from the right. Okay, so from the right, so this is the graph, and it approaches 3. Okay. So now what is the limit of this function f of x as it approaches 6? Since our left-hand limit and right-hand limit are not equal, so the limit does not exist. Okay, let's go to the second graph. Find the limit of this function as x approaches 4 from the left. So let's follow the graph as it approaches 4 from the left. So this point of y will be 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 4. And now let's do the right hand side. The limit of the function as x approaches 4 from the right side. So let's do that. So from the right side is here. So it's also 4. So now let's find the limit of the function as it approaches, as x approaches 4. So our left hand side is equal to the right hand, therefore the limit exists, and that is equal to 4. What about evaluate when f is 4, or it's a function of 4? So that is equal to, from the graph, it's this, that's equal to 4. Okay, let's have more examples. Let's take a look at this example. So we have this function and we're asked to find the limit of the function as it approaches 2 from the left hand side, and then from the right hand side, and from 2. So let's start with the left part of 2, left hand side. So as it approaches 2 from the left, so we follow this graph. Okay, so the value of y is getting bigger, so it goes up, it's getting bigger and bigger. So our answer is positive infinity. Now let's go to the right hand side. So as we go from the right, as we approach 2, the value of y becomes smaller, goes to the negative, so this is negative infinity. So what is the limit of the function as it approaches 2? So from the left it goes to positive infinity, from the right it goes to negative infinity, and again they're not equal, so therefore the limit does not exist. Let's look at our next example. So find the limit of the function as x approaches 3 from the left. So as it approaches 3 from the left, so here, so this graph, it approaches this point. So that's 1, 2. Okay, now find the limit of f of x as x approaches 3 from the right side. So this graph, as it approaches 3 from the right side, that is equal to, that's negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. Okay, so what is the limit of the function as x approaches 3 on both sides? So since the left hand and the right hand side limits are not equal, so therefore this is DNE or does not exist. Now for us to evaluate what is f of 3. So f of 3 as x is equal to 3, our y, which is this point, is equal to 1. So our next function is a discontinuous, but even if our function is discontinuous because of the presence of this hole, there we can still find the limits. Okay, so let's start with finding the limits of f of x as x approaches 3 from the left hand side. So from the left hand side, so going here to 3, so it's approaching positive 3 in y. And the limit of the function as x approaches 3 from the right, so from here, so that is also positive 3. So what is the limit of f of x as x approaches 3 on both sides, since the left hand side and right hand sides are equal? So therefore our limit exists, and that is equal to 3. And if we're asked to evaluate f of 3, so as you can see, we have an open circle, a hole there, so therefore our answer is undefined. Okay, let's have this example. What is the limit of the function as x approaches negative 3 from the left hand side? So this is negative 3. So as it approaches from the left hand side, so the y value gets bigger and bigger, so it goes up. Okay, so this is positive infinity. Now the limit of f of x as x approaches negative 3 from the positive side or right hand side, so this one, so it goes up, 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 so getting bigger as well. So this is also positive infinity. So what is the limit of the function as x approaches 3? So on both sides, our left hand and right hand are both infinity, so therefore it exists. So the answer is infinity. Now for question number 4, you're asked to evaluate what is f of 3. So f of 3, as you can see, this is our vertical asymptote. So it's nothing. So therefore, our answer here is undefined. Next question, find the limit of f of x as x approaches 2, positive 2. So here is the 2. As it approaches 2 on both sides, we can see that is 4. So next we'll use the same graph. So find the limit of f of x as x approaches 4 from the negative side. So this. So from the negative, so going here, left hand side, so it's approaching 1. It's 1. and find the limit of f of x as x approaches 4 from the right hand side. So here, so that is also 1. Therefore, the limit of the function as x approaches 4 on both sides, that exists because our left hand side and right hand side limit are equal, so that's equal to 1. And for the last one, what is f of 4? Evaluate f of 4. So this is an open circle. Okay, so therefore, it is undefined. Okay, thank you.